morning and welcome to the vlog. I was gonna get some sunrise shots on the time lapse, but bad night's sleep. So just out the shower, we're gonna get some food and some coffee, and then we've got some business things to do today, which is a good thing. So we're gonna do that, and I will catch you in a minute. Good afternoon. You join me at a very salubrious setting. I'm in a service station car park, meeting a customer. Tried to do things on the phone and on the email, but it's just not working. So I've got to come up here and meet the client. Luckily, he said he can meet me. White shirt on and there's black spots on it. I shouldn't wear white shirts. There's always something that goes wrong with it. Anyway, the light's not too good in the car at the minute, but I tried to do this on email, wasn't working. There's money at stake here, and somebody else is getting a bit upset because they're not getting paid. So I've jumped in the car. This is going to wipe me out for the day. It's taken 2 hours to get here. Got to drop some paperwork off at one of our banks, and then I head back home, but I'll keep everyone happy and I'll rescue my deal, which I can't afford to lose at the minute because obviously things have been tricky to say the least lately, and trying to document everything a bit more on the channel, show you what kind of goes into working for yourself or trying to earn money. Hey, so I'm back again. Apologies, I'm gonna have to eat and talk at the same time. I haven't got time. I haven't stopped to go to the toilet or drink anything apart from a coffee at the meeting. I've had to stop and get a McDonald's. The meeting went well. Do what I need to do. Run some money, which is good. Keep me going for the month, at least. So I'm going to get back. I don't think I'm going to be in the mood to do anything. I'm going to try not to have any alcohol tonight. I don't want to wake up feeling crappy again the next day like I did this morning. So I had a few drinks last night. Nothing crazy. I had 4 drinks. But that's generally all it takes for me at the moment to not feel good the next day. I should be back home in half an hour. Have to try and appreciate the times when you are earning decent money and paying your bills. But I'm going to shoot and eat this burger while I drive. So welcome back from the last scene. I put it together later on the movie editor, where I was in the car with I'd just been out for the day seeing a customer, so I didn't really do an awful lot of filming on that, and I've just finished off a bit of work here. So let me just kill this background noise. So yeah, I didn't bother to film it because it's not that interesting, and the truth of the matter is that lots of the things that you have to do every day are not actually that interesting in business. It's generally a lot of really repetitive, boring things. I have a company I work with sometimes whereby I will give them the work to do that I don't want to do, especially when I'm really busy. But with what's happened the last few months, I've just bitten the bullet and have gone in on a weekend and got that work done. So it was just some admin and filling out paperwork, so we've got some more business coming up next week, and we have to get documentation filled out to give to our customers so we can get the money from the bank paid to their suppliers, and then we earn our fee out of that. So it's good, it's a good thing, but boring, so I didn't bother to film that. And this sort of leads me on to the video, and I've been watching other videos on YouTube about how to be successful, how to make money, how to get ad revenue in, and I thought, why am I doing this? It's actually defeating the object of the whole reason why I wanted to do this in the first place. This was a hobby for me and something for me to enjoy for once. I don't have an awful lot of things that I do now because of being busy with work, baby, dog. I don't have a gym membership anymore at the moment, but I think I'm going to go on Monday. So this was something for me to do, for me to actually enjoy myself for once. I spent an awful lot of time chasing jobs and things to do because of the money that it generates, and actually whilst at the time it seems like a good thing to do, but a lot of the things you spend money on, experiences, very expensive clothes, like very expensive suits, a shirt for £200 that I bought once that was great at the time, but where is that shirt now? An expensive holiday or an experience on a helicopter, all these sorts of things, where at the time you think that there are good things to do, and sometimes they are, but actually if I think about me chasing the money and working that hard to get those things, then I think it was just a bit of a stupid thing to do. So the whole point of this is for me to actually do something that I enjoy for once, and not worry about whether or not it actually brings in any money. I have other avenues for that, whilst a lot of it's not that enjoyable. I think I'll just carry on with that. We'll do these videos and hopefully try and show people the sorts of things that you have to do every day to actually generate income, produce a business that generates income. So we'll at the moment, a lot of the money that I make goes back into other things in the company that are going to generate more income, hopefully. And the idea is that we'll get to a point whereby I'm not doing the day-to-day work anymore. I'm paying for somebody else to do that. I've got some other people that do my admin that again I don't have to do. If I just pay them to do it, and it gives me more time to focus on things that I want to do, and build up the income whereby I have a less stressful and more enjoyable way of life. I really don't see any point in earning the money and then bringing up your lifestyle really quickly to use all that money and then doing the same and same and same again. So you just get to this stage where you're just chasing yourself all of the time. I'd rather have a huge buffer in the bank account whereby I don't have to be concerned or worried about things. Yes, I would like at the moment to maybe get a Range Rover or something like that. And then I thought, well, I don't really drive that much anymore. I don't go out in the car. I tend to walk everywhere around here. So I would have an expensive car sat in the car park, not going anywhere, which actually at the moment is just a complete waste. So I think we'll forget about that idea. My car that I have at the moment is going back in 2 months' time. I have another vehicle, BMW, that I can drive that's perfectly fine. And again, when you think about this as well, that lots of the things that I have, lots of other people will wish that they had. But then there are people that I consider to be above me that have things that I want. It's all relative. If you're having a if I'm having a really bad day, then I think about other people that don't have what I've got, and it puts things in perspective and makes me feel an awful lot better about myself and about my situation. So that's just the way it is. And I think as well, it's pointless watching videos of people out there with these stage sort of videos of fast cars and all this sort of stuff. That won't help me. There are other interesting things that I read and watch about psychology and marketing. There's some great stuff and channels on YouTube like Impact Theory. I think that's brilliant. sometimes you need this sort of thing to help keep you motivated and give you a bit of a push when you're feeling down. It can be a lonely business. Working for yourself, people think it's not the holy grail, but sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. I've got lots of freedom and flexibility. I earn reasonably good money at the moment. I don't have to worry about an awful lot, but it can be quite lonely. I don't have a business partner. I did think about that and would like to have partnered with someone, but that sometimes has its own challenges. So we're going to just carry on and focus on the finance business to generate all the income. I'm going to do these videos to try and hopefully help other people that are thinking about doing a similar thing, or you might have a day job whereby you're nervous about quitting that. And I actually would advise you that you don't quit any day jobs. I was forced out of mine, but I would advise you to try and get to a point where you really have got an awful lot of money behind you and a really good buffer before you do anything as crazy as that, because that day job is giving you lots of peace of mind and steady income to pay all your bills, and a place for you to live in. It's not as good as it sounds sometimes to just dive in. It has forced me to make it work, make sure I've got money coming in. At the time, this was our only source of income. So my partner is now back to work. She's working part-time, which is good. Again, it gives us a bit of a buffer. At the same time, we have another business that we're trying to start at the moment, which is more of a material product that we can sell, whereas the finance business that I have at the moment is a service-led business. We don't hold stock, we don't have to buy items, we don't have a warehouse, so that's good. Another business that I was running, I'm not running anymore. I'll talk about that in another video. That did make money. It did have its challenges. I would have liked to kept it going, albeit at a smaller scale, but I decided not to because of various things like relocating and some challenges with the property and the people that were going to be disrupting the business, which was outside of our control. So to cut a long story short, we found out that the roof space of the building was being sold and developed. We were going to be relocating to another area. The team that we had locally at the time were very poor. We had another local team looking after business there. It was about over 100-mile round trip, so it was very difficult to manage remotely, and every time you went down there was a whole day out of the office. So I'll do another video and talk about that if anyone's interesting. That's a business that I set up and sort of scaled up to a few 100,000 turnover in a very short time. That's good and that's bad, to be honest, so I'll talk about that a bit more. So the whole point of this video was just to say that I think chasing money all the time is stupid. When I look at other people who've been very successful in happiness and in finances, they've done something that they've enjoyed, and then because they've enjoyed it so much, they've poured themselves into that business so much that it's generated income. But you have to start at the point of happiness and having seen income to be able to survive and pay bills and everything else. So yeah, that was that sort of went on a little bit of a tangent. I'll talk about those other businesses in another video. So I'm gonna get on and do some website work now, and then check over the paperwork that I've written to send out to someone tomorrow, and we're gonna go for a walk in the park and chill out for the rest of the day. So I'll catch up with you soon.